your brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasize. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can have the throne, I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Welcome back to Expert Tips. I'm Mike Wang, Gameplay Director for NBA 2K, and today we'll be going over shooting. First off, if you're a shot button user, you can still shoot jumpers and layups by simply holding the shot button and releasing at the peak of your jump. But for 2K21, we're introducing a new way to shoot with a pro stick that we call shot.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Trailblazers focused as they walked into the locker room earlier on. Their job is basic tonight: get a win on their home court. We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here in the Pacific Northwest. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. We'll watch the Portland Trailblazers in this one as they go up against the Houston Rockets. Joining Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And with us tonight, the always insightful Kenny the Jet Smith. Kenny, it is so great seeing you.
Hey, Gregory Anthony. How are you today?
We're doing well, Kenneth.
We are. But it's good to have another guard on our row here, isn't it?
You know what? It just brings a whole new level of intellect to the broadcast.
Thank you so much.
Well, guards are the quarterbacks of basketball.
Well, if you want an intellect, I'm the guy to bring down from up there.
Yes.
Spell intellect for us real quick just so we can get a taste of your...
And now we're back off to the Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're off. Let's go to the game.
Now Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Portland, solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. Of course, there's the Rockets, a half game back.
And when you look at Portland, this isn't the spot that too many people thought they'd be in this far into the season. They've really turned some heads with their play.
Some people out there still thinking they're going to fade as the season goes on, but I'm on the other side of this argument. I think they get even better as we go down the stretch.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. Kenny, these days you need versatile defenders. In your opinion, who does the best job of guarding from point guard to center in the NBA?
You got Kawhi, you got AD. I would add Paul George in the mix.
Sure.
I would add Patrick Beverly in the mix. I would add P.J. Tucker, guys who can play multiple defender positions. Avery Bradley, I would add him in there. You notice most of them on the same team, huh?
Yeah, they are.
That's right.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Hardman and Gordon are out on the wing. P.J. Tucker is out there with Wood, and it's Wall in at the point guard. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, McCollum.
Well, after playing very little in his first 2 seasons, McCollum is very electric since year 3, and he has a lot left to accomplish.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now.
They get it back, and that one drops.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Lillard from outside, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A volume shooter from deep, but Lillard awfully effective.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. It's a 3-point game. Wall, good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That basket is a product of Lillard's toughness. He's not afraid to take on defenders.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Kenny, of course, you were nicknamed the Jet for a reason. Who do you think is the fastest player right now going end-to-end in the league?
With the ball, right now is De'Aaron Fox. With the ball. Russell Westbrook is probably just...
Ben Simmons isn't too far behind them either.
But he's more speed and power. Yeah. But in talking about... I had a thing one time, and it was they scored. The team scored with 7 minutes and 17 seconds. I scored. It was 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
2 seconds.
And so, and it was only on an outlet.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long pass.
You got it in stride.
In stride, and in 2 seconds laid it in.
Wow.
So De'Aaron Fox could do that.
That's fast.
Yeah, that's jet-like.
Yeah. Thus the name. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
There's a mental toughness of Lillard, not fazed by tight defense.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Harden. Kicks it to Wall. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
And that one, good. Lillard's got 11 points.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Harden, the lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Love Harden's assertiveness. He knows he's capable of getting the job done.
Lillard attacking. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
One shot. One of the most respected leaders in the game. Damian Lillard is a class act, whether his team is winning or losing.
McCollum against Harden. Count that one. Last season, the G League testing a single-shot free throw rule to speed things up. One shot that can be worth more than 1 point. Any thoughts?
No. Okay. Because I'm fouling you because you can't shoot. A lot of times. So I'm going to put you on the line, and you got to get 2 for 2. And because the game is stopped. There's no defense in front of you. You're at the free throw line. It's only 15 feet away. Come on, Shaq. I mean, come on, guys. Like, you can make a free throw.
No, but I think the other thing, for philosophically, you really changed the game, right? Because what if you make one and miss one?
Yeah.
And you're up 2. Now it's 3. So now if you say I only got to make 1 to get 2, you completely changed the game.
Oh, but think about this even, Greg. End of the game. And you need to miss 1 and make 1.
That's
so instead of getting the 2 points, you actually want to only make 1 because you're down 3. And you want to miss the second on purpose to try to man.
And I'm a progressive guy. Like, I do like to see how we can have the game evolve, but I do also want to make sure we keep the strategy in the game. Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Harden draws the double, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a whistle he did not want to hear, his 2nd foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Gordon kicks it to Tucker. Here's Harden on the wing. Outside Gordon. From deep.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Here's Jones. Was shot missing. And it's Houston the other way. It's stolen by Jones. And now Portland on the break. And Jones with the stuff.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now, Hakeem Olajuwon had the dream shake, but the step back for James Harden, one of those moves, Kenny, that just seems unstoppable.
How crazy is that, Kenny?
I know.
2 guys from the same franchise,
same team,
are going to have the 2 most iconic moves possibly in NBA history. The dream shake and the James Harden sidestep.
Harden's added to it, Ed. He's kind of given him new little nuance.
You know, when I say this, people sometimes get it confused with saying how great the player is, but from an offensive standpoint, his total package is arguably as good as we've seen. Because people forget, he's a top 5 passer in our league, too. He's a great passer as well as getting you 38 a night.
Wall passes to Tucker. Back to Wall. From deep 3-point range. And it's Portland with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against the team that shot it well.
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now here's Harden. Last time out, he had 44 points. Stolen by McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 6 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
All with it, he has 6. The Rockets with another miss. And now Portland on the break. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. 8 points for him.
The speed and the IQ of Irving is impressive. Great at reading defenses and getting what he wants in transition.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Kenny, you watch the NBA for so long. What are some things you find that make successful front offices in this league?
You can't be lazy. You got to get on the road.
Guys aren't lazy.
There's some guys there, I'm telling you. You can't be lazy. You got to be on that road. You have to understand. It's easy to see kids at Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky. But have you gone to Europe, yourself as a general manager? Have you gone in the mid-major level and been at games when there's only 1,500 in the stands, but there's Paul George playing? Like, have you found him? That's not lazy.
And the thing, he's calling lazy, honestly, is being complacent. And the other thing you got to be, quite frankly, you got to get lucky. You got to get a Kawhi, and you got to get a Giannis, or you got to get a superstar caliber player that allows you to build around. Otherwise, man, it's going to be a challenge. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Rockets trail by 18. Poked away. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's McCollum. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Harden. Houston moving it around. Tucker. Offline with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it goes down 2 points. Trent's got 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Harden surveying the D. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. The Rockets shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. Gordon dishes to Tucker. Count it. His 2nd make in 4 attempts.
A great pass from Gordon there, leading to the assist.
Trailblazers leading by 20. Here's McCollum. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 12. And something from your era that is always talked about, Kenny, hand checking. How big a difference did hand checking make for defenders?
Oh, it made the game easier for defenders, without question. I actually, our series with Greg is the reason there's no hand checking rule. Because Derek Harper,
there was so much.
He was so aggressive.
The best. I always felt that was a guy Man, first of all, he was big and strong, and when he put that hand on you, it felt good, didn't it, kid? He liked that. He liked that.
You could feel it, right? That's what you're saying.
You could feel it. And he could literally guide you where he wanted you to go.
Without question.
The pass to Gordon. Hits it from three-point range.
And once Eric Gordon receives that pass, he's just rising up, so a natural rhythmic jump shot.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They have a 19-point lead. Wall, that's good.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's Trent. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled, but in the end, they had an opportunity to win it.
Yeah, really the only thing close, though, about that game was the score. In just about every other aspect, they were totally outplayed.
I like their focus coming in, terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Back to Wall. And another 3 for Houston.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Houston making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Wood. Daniel House comes in for P.J. Tucker. And McLemore subbed in for Eric Gordon. Kenny, your former team, the Rockets, have suggested that the league move to start the free agency ahead of the NBA draft. From what you hear, is that idea picking up some momentum?
Well, that's how it is in other pro leagues. You know,
it is, right.
You have the free agency, then you know exactly what you need in the draft. So it would make sense. You're drafting something, and all of a sudden you get all these different free agents. You don't need those young players because typically young players are 2 to 3 years away.
The landscape changes.
Yeah, it has, but I like the way we have it because the one advantage with the rookies is they come in as a brand, which is an advantage to you. You think about Zion coming in, it changed the entire landscape of the Pelicans franchise. Like, those guys do have a lot of value if they played in college and been able to build up that brand.
Wow, and Harden attracts so much attention from the defense. He creates shot opportunities for his guys.
And it's good for 2. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
To the paint, Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, Cousins with his height is able to get up there and jam that one down. Get the ball deep to him on the inside, and pretty much he'll take care of the rest.
Rockets trail by 16. To the middle, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Portland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Simons. And again, it's Portland converting. And so here is Houston. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Harden against Hood. Down low. Here's Wall. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Hood gets the bucket.
Yeah, Hood hustling and running the floor so well in transition.
And so here is Houston. They trail by 18. To the wing on the left. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Off target from outside.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Good space and pace from Melo right there, leaving the D with no chance to block that dunk.
Rockets trail by 20. Pass to Cousins. This one for three. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 7th assist in the game. Here's Hood. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Hood's got 6.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Trailblazers lead by 19. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Damian Lillard told us before the game when asked how he stays so grounded despite all of his individual success.
Normal beginnings. You know, I'm from a tough place. Didn't get recruited in high school. I went to a small college, so I just come from something different than somebody that might have been 8th grade #1 prospect and getting recruited by every school in the country in the 9th grade where they might be a little bit more entitled.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Harden. He's out there with Wall. DeMarcus Cousins out there with McLemore. And it's House in at the power forward position. And with the game of basketball going global, guys, Kenny, we've seen it. It's no longer a cakewalk for a U.S. team to go in those international tournaments and just check the box. They got to compete, and they're going to face some terrific players.
Yeah, well, back in '92 when the Dream Team was formed, it woke the world up. It allowed them to see what basketball at its best looked like. And so now we can imitate that, or we can emulate it, or we can find out who got those guys that good.
That was the plan for the Dream Team. Basically, it was to go and elevate the game of basketball. And that's exactly what happened. Right now, we have all these great players coming in from all over the world.
Jones checked in for Anthony Simons. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them.
And what we know about Cousins is he's a competitor, and I think he just relishes the opportunity every night to get out there and show what he's capable of doing. And I think a lot of people have been rooting for him more so in the past couple years than when he first came into the league.
Here is Harden following the score by Damian Lillard. Wall's shot is good.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got 8 points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now Harden. He's got 6. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, one of those guys who can light it up all night and just have a damaging box score by the time this one's done.
Chalk up 2 there.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Wall. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
A polished and versatile scorer. Lillard's shoot-first attitude on display tonight.
Harden the pass to Wall. Cousins trying to free himself up.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Basket good.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pass to McLemore. Back to Harden. Takes a three. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
So many plays of run through Harden. You like to work him off the ball. Give the defense a different look.
Yep, that one goes. He's got 10.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. The free throw drops for Lillard.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the fourth quarter.
Now, here is Harden. 11 points in the game. The shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Harden's got 7 now in this quarter. Portland leading by 19. Three-pointer. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That's his first foul. Here is Harden. 13 points in the game. Passes it to Wall. Back to Harden. For Hood. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
How about the strength shown there by Rodney Hood? He has that great frame, and he shrugs off the defense that time.
Now here's Wall. He's got 19. The pass to Harden. Portland grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Anthony can't hit. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. The tray. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 31.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Here's Wall. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
My dogs, they try to get me, I bet I get their heaven. I say go away from, I'm such a gifted. I'm seated on the floor, she can see the emotions. Showing love to the season ticket holders. Showing love to the season ticket holders. Showing love to the season ticket holders. We do this for the city, you. The whole city.
So for the Rockets, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's Gordon in for John Wall. Trailblazers leading by 19. Here's McCollum. Misses off the left iron.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And the basket by Gordon.
Nice change of speed from Gordon on the drive to the hoop. Love that aggressiveness.
Here's McCollum. After Eric Gordon's bucket, that one good for 2.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
On the wing, Gordon. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Rockets trail by 21. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Maybe the league's most versatile player at the offensive end. Like, Harden is quickly moving up the all-time leaderboards in both points and assists.
Houston making a switch here. Woods checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season. In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Now, here is Harden. 18 points for him. Back to Wood. Gordon inside. And the basket is good. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
Exquisite move off the dribble from Eric Gordon. No way to guard that.
Trailblazers leading by 19. Lets it go from the wing. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Anthony keeps it alive, and Covington stays with it. Covington's got 6 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Rockets trail by 21. Harden outside. The wide open look here for Wood. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Covington's shot is off.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now, here's Tucker. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
For the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Derek Jones. Here's Gordon. He's got 10. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McCollum. Drops in the breakaway layup. McCollum's got 8 here in the quarter.
All by himself. McCollum turning defense into offense, showing the full package.
Stolen by McCollum. Here's Trent. He's got 10. Simons knocked loose, and there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's McCollum. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Harden draws the double to the left side wing. Back to Gordon. There's the three. The three-pointer is right on target. Gordon's got 13 points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Ring shot on the way, and it's good off the back rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 21. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
See, this is what makes Harden such a dangerous scorer. The ability to generate offense anywhere on the basketball floor.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
That free throw good from Harden.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. It's McCollum with the drive. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Artistic with the ball in his hands. McCollum can blow by defenders and finish in a variety of ways.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Here is Harden after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And the jam by Harden.
We're used to this. The way Harden takes over games is so effortlessly. Never gets old.
Here's Nurkic. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Nurkic has got 6 points.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. 5th on the list, James Harden.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And here's Wood outside. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunity.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Here's Harden on the wing. Money from the wing. Harden's got 26 points.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
They grabbed their own miss. Nurkic can't hit. Houston's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Took him no time at all on that one. House has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. From the baseline, Nurkic can't hit. Rockets trail by 20. 1:41 left in the first half. From deep, Harden. And another three for Houston.
Money in the bank. Sometimes it seems Harden's just automatic from downtown.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Kenny, great to have you on the show as always. You got to come back soon. Promise us you'll come back soon.
I'm coming back next week.
Good.
I am not. There's more food down here. It's friendly about here. It's more room, man.
More
I can't
air.
wait to be
You
here.
get a little more air.
Everything, man. Everything's more down here.
And Brent, you and Kenny both enjoyed success in the NBA. Always great to have his perspective with us here at the broadcast table.
Well, that's nice of you, Kevin. And certainly Kenny has done some remarkable things post-career. And I love the fact with Kenny's presence, he's just got great perspective on the entirety of the game.
Now Covington, after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Harden's shot is good.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Rebounded by Tucker. Gordon kicks it to Tucker. And the three ball is good. Tucker's got 6 points in the quarter. 3. Here's McCollum. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Carmelo, looked like the offense was really working there. How were you guys able to get things going so well?
We got vets. We got guys that know how to play basketball. We come together as a team. We doing that, and we just trying to take it one day at a time. That's it.
Well, thanks for your time, Carmelo. See you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. And joining us once again after his valiant attempt at live action analysis, it's Kenny Smith.
Back, Kenny.
Oh, what are you laughing at?
How you think it went, Kenny?
Oh, it was fun, man. It went great, man. What do you guys think?
It's good for you. I mean, if you're happy, we're happy for you, bud.
That's good. It was good, man. They
awesome.
loved it.
It really was. It was really awesome, wasn't it, Shaq?
Ernie, remember when he...
Oh. No, Kenny, you were great. Really, you were spectacular. But I never heard anything. I've never heard anything like it. Really. Yeah. I mean that in a really nice way. It was awesome. Man, was it tremendous. You know, I think I'll never hear anything like that again in the history of broadcasting.
Kenny, you were so good.
Haters.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys, they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. In the corner, it's Gordon. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Gordon's got 16 points.
Ooh, that three-pointer right there hurts. The former Indiana Hoosier really can bury those threes in bunches.
And the basket by Lillard.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift-wrapping points.
Really left alone that time. Harden's got 37.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team, the exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
He throw good, Damian Lillard.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Harden has a wide open look, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Harden's got 39. Portland leading by 12. Lillard from outside, and again it's the Trailblazers from deep. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Into the third we go, 2 minutes in now. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. From downtown, Houston now working with the new shot clock.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Hood comes in for C.J. McCollum. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Rockets. McLemore has come in for James Harden. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And so here's Portland. Portland leading by 19 points. Here's Anthony. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Anthony's got 12.
Carmelo Anthony operating in the mid-range is just danger zone. You got to put your defense at DEFCON 1.
Wall passes to Cousins. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
Yeah, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Lillard. Here's Anthony. And he makes good on the layup. 14 points for him.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
Now here's Wall. 23 points in the game. McLemore, the pass to Cousins. To the inside. Here's Tucker. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic, big and blocking.
Portland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And here's Wall. Poke loose. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Wall. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. James Harden, number 1. Damian Lillard, 3rd.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
McLemore dishes to Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Houston. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist in the game. Pulls up on the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Rockets trail by 21. Gordon, with no one around, hits the jumper in space. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there. He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Wall passes to Tucker. To the paint. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Cousins. 25 points for Wall.
Yeah, in this offense and in this structure, there's going to be opportunities to get a lot more assists for Cousins.
And that one, good.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Now, here's Wall. He's got 25. Here's Tucker. Cousins trying to free himself up. Tucker can't get it to go.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
It's stolen by Anthony. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Monday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Emmanuel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker.
A chance now to see the numbers for Damian Lillard. Great showing for him last season. How about 30 points per game, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Now here's Wall. 25 points in the game. And he gets it to go.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems. Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Ogden, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Lillard from outside buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 59 points.
He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
It's Wall with the drive. Nurkic with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Portland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Lillard, he got it again! Sensational!
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Throws it up high, deflects the pass, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time he might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Gordon behind the arc.
Outside Gordon. Lays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got 21 in the game.
And when you're as good a scorer as Eric Gordon is, you relish the opportunity to go one-on-one on offense.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Gordon's running. For Houston, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw good from Eric Gordon. Both free throws good from Eric Gordon. Trailblazers leading by 22. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break.
And Nasir Little, a player who fell on draft day, ended up with Portland. You know, he didn't do much as a rookie, but the potential is there.
For Nasir Little, it's going to come down to the defensive end of the floor. If he can get minutes out there and show that he's willing to get down in the stance, become a stopper, some of that offense is going to come along as a byproduct of playing with better offensive players.
And here's Wall outside.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball. All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Fires from 18. Wall, no luck.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. McLemore, no good. Portland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Count the basket.
If you look at career assist numbers for Damian Lillard, the stats don't really jump off the page at you. He's been asked to score more, but he's a creative playmaker when need be.
From deep, McLemore, that's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got assist number 8 here in this one already. It's stolen by Wall. Off the left rim and out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Little can't hit. Houston's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Gordon, the pass to Wall. To the middle. Here's McLemore. That shot missing. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Lillard. And another one falls. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
The Rockets again can't hit. And yep, another basket.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the first and third place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and third place all time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Portland making their last shot. Got that bucket in no time at all. McLemore's got 7 points for the quarter.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Wall passes to House. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. House has got 5.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Trent gets the bucket. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. All with it. Now Anthony defending. Ball against Anthony. McLemore inside the line. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 9 points for Ben McLemore.
Oh, nice feed from Wall, paving the way for that bucket. That's always his first thought. Find the best shot possible on every trip, whether he has to take it himself or create for a teammate.
Great open look there. He's got 11.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively. Doesn't want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
And that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Houston. Harden out there with Brown. And it's Tate in at the 4-man position. Here's Caboclo. 6 to shoot. Harden with it. He's picked up by Little. Brown wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And it's Giles missing. The Rockets shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Brown kicks to Harden. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. And it's Giles missing. On the wing, Brown. The feed to Harden. The kick out to Brown. Launches a 3. Little with the rebound. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Giles, the 18-footer, is right on the mark. Giles has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Wasted no time on that one.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Harden outside. And they pick up 2. Harden's got 43 points.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Brown.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Harden against Lillard. Pulls up. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Offensive rebound. Here's Giles, and Portland again with the bucket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Houston. Brown with it. Lillard picks him up. Brown dishes to Harden. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 45 points.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Lillard. And it's off the back rim. No good. Rockets have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by Trent. Trent's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 13 feet away. Little with the ball. And the shot goes down. Now Harden. Down low. Here's Tate. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
That's a 2 from Lip. And good. He hits it again.
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
Here's Trent. Second shot opportunity. Can't get the tip in. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. They get the rebound, Caboclo, and the layup's good off the glass. Caboclo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Hits it again. Wow!
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the 2nd most points in an NBA game. What a historic night.
And to think when the night started that we'd see someone match Kobe's 81, his performance has been nothing short of magnificent.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. And again.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100, this is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
Shot clock at 5. Wood has the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
And so here is Houston. Harden draws the double. It's House outside. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. A second chance effort. Nurkic against Wood. And again, it's Portland converting.
And Nurkic testing his luck from the mid-range.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far, and I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Caboclo's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and David Nwaba subbed in for Danuel House. From the inbound, good, that's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
That's a 2 from Lillard, and another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Wall fires, and it's Houston with another.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
McCollum, no good. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Lillard against Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
I'll tell you, when Wall is scoring like this, it's special to watch. A spectacular, explosive performance.
Got that one up quick. Here is Harden. Here's Caboclo. And he slams it one-handed.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. That's a 2 from Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. Here's Nurkic. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Harden the pass to Caboclo. And it's Wall in the corner. Wood and good coming off the assist by Wall. Wood's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
They double-team McCollum. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And here's Wall. Brown, good.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
He's covered by Brown. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. The Rockets shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Here's Caboclo. You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you are involved in more facets of the game.
Now, Nurkic following the three-point attempt by John Wall. From about 16, it's rebounded by Houston. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and Tucker has it in the corner. Offensive rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Covington. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Putting those productive habits to work. Covington always eager to contribute on offense.
Wall, and another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Here's McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Now here's Brown, past Nwaba, back to Brown, and there's the defensive 3-second call. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. No one covering.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Now here's McLemore following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Shot by Caboclo, no good. Now a timeout called by Portland. They lead by 17. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Rari, tell us I wanna rise. Velo with Barry, all of my got tags. We gon' march in the party, get out of my way. Black karate, that when you need
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, John Wall.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And that one is good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Now, here's Covington. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. We got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.